Good morning and welcome back to Around the Yard. We are going to get to moving some of those trees down in the front yard there. Got a tree service delivery coming, and I want to make sure he's got a place to drop stuff off. Alright, back down in the wood yard here. Probably going to move some of these totes around. They're really drying out quite well up here, so I think, hey, we got a deer running across. We've been selling mulch like crazy. I still got a whole bunch of logs to cut up, but that'll come. We got time for that. She hears us talking. She's right across the. Oh, look at the baby. Oh my goodness, look at that. Just little. That's a newborn today, probably. Watch this, guys. There she goes. Hey, mama. Look at that little guy. Oh, so cute. So, anyhow, we're gonna jump back in that case. I'm gonna go throw the grapple bucket on, and then we'll try and get some more work done moving some logs. So we'll see you guys in a minute. All right, we're down here. Just got everything kind of cleared out. Tree service called yesterday. Tree service called yesterday afternoon and said they had some dried logs from about a year ago that they wanted to drop off. So I've got about, I don't know, hopefully 4 or 5 slots for them here. But basically wound up pushing this pile over a little bit. These bigger logs back here, I had those kind of more up front, and so we kind of stacked and pushed those back. I got this little pile of ash to get through at some point, but I got a new splitter, and I think a lot of this is going to come in handy. I think I can just put the pallet forks on, pick the splitter up and bring it down here and just kind of split really close to everything versus bringing the wood to the splitter. We'll try bringing the splitter to the wood. So yeah, I'm gonna go through this pile, trying to keep this all together. This is all red oak, and then we got a big pile of ash here, some maple that I'd like to get through, and then kind of drug the trash off. So after turning around with the skid loader a bunch of times, we kind of messed up this part of the wood yard. So actually I might go get some mulch to drop on here. That might not be a dumb idea, just to keep it from getting so darn muddy. But yeah, just kind of tried to scrape up here a little bit. You guys can kind of see the back and forth here. And then we took that around the corner here. We gotta take this load off to the leaf dump. That's all cottonwood scraps, so we'll get rid of that. Gotta get to this yet. God, we got bark off. I got some big maple rounds. Now that we got a little different style splitter, we can try some of this again. But yeah, here's it's kind of our slash pile of everything, branches and manure and whatever else. So I just kind of pile that up, and then that's kind of my borrow pit there for black dirt, and then that hill is also all black dirt, but that's kind of my cheat way to get down here. So yeah, we got a lot of wood stacked in here, guys. We gotta get busy. So all right, well, I'm gonna head to work. Yeah, we gotta get busy here. We got a couple 100,000 pounds of wood here to get split up, and it's probably all gonna go bad before I can get to most of it. But got a nice oak log resting up here. Pick that off the ground. Might be in the market for a logosol or something like that. I don't know. I got so many logs here. It'd be nice to get some boards out of them or some rough cut. I don't know. Leave me in the comments down below what you guys think. Should I pursue some kind of a sawmill for some of this wood, or split it all for firewood. A lot of this stuff is like 16 to 20 inches plus. Thinking some of this stuff could be like really cool table slabs, or I don't know, we got bark on, bark off. But that's got some figure in it. That looks like maple or ash maybe, I don't know. Probably ash. I try and group all this stuff together so when I don't get to it, I know what was sitting here. Method to the madness. Kind of looking out for that little baby fawn, see if I don't want to disturb mama. Walk down here by the pond, see if we got any, see if we can notice any turtle nests yet. They've been moving. Gotta figure out how to set a branch or something in here so that the turtles have something to run up on and sun themselves. It's a little deep right here though. This is the deepest side of the pond, right up next to the willow tree. And then it gets a little shallower over there where the grass is growing, but still deep out in the middle there. And then it works its way uphill or to the shallow side up by that trestle. So, yeah. We just let a baby snapper go in here just the other day. So hopefully he can grow up and get bigger and move out of this little pond, go for the lake. Sure is pretty out here in the morning with nobody ripping down the road. All right, back up here. I was kind of playing with you guys earlier, giving you a little sneak peek here, but this Wolfe Ridge followed me home from Eau Claire yesterday. So this is the Friday morning before Memorial Day. Yeah, brought home a 17 VS non-conveyor. You can see here they made some changes. So the VS will have this squared off corner, gives you a little bit more stacking area. So it won't be retrofit for the conveyor, but they've got a separate table for that. So pretty simple controls here. We just got the lug lift up and down. It does have a, I'll show you here. It's got the GX 390. So single cylinder, single pump. And I gotta do a little looking up here, guys. I don't remember the specs off the top of my head. That's not like me, but it still has the dual jacks. It's got the swing away tongue. This does have the oil cooler package, so that'll be nice here coming up through summertime. And then we got the aluminum oil tank here. So and then, oh, this is the other kind of adaptation they made. This has got a bevel on it now, or an angle, and that's to help keep this a little bit more sturdy. They had a couple complaints, or a couple people call in saying that they bent this backrest. I don't know how in the world you do that, but I think it's maybe your employees doing it. But oh, and then this is the other cool thing. So this is the kick-out tray. So this just drops in. I can pick this up here in a second, but it basically just guides behind here. There's two little flanges that kind of grab that groove, and then if you want to keep this on here permanently, you drill a couple holes here, here, and here, and then here and here. And on the newer machines, this one didn't have it, but they've got two kind of oval holes on either side so that you can, you know, kind of quickly bolt that in and slide it back and forth, get it where you want it. But these little circles are there to help provide the anti-kickback. So let's see here. So as you're splitting, if something decides to move, it's going to grab one of these holes. And now I'm pressing with pretty good force here, and it's not sliding. There we go. I got it to break loose. But yeah, the idea is it's going to grab one of those and keep it from coming back at you into your gut. Kind of a neat little deal they came up with. So I don't know if you guys have the VS or the VSC, but I think this works on either one. I'll get some clarification from Wolfe Ridge on that. But really easy to pick up. Probably weighs, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 pounds, something like that. But easy up, easy off. So if you're going to split a bunch of stuff that looks kind of ugly and might give you some trouble, probably worth dropping that on. If you're going to split nice square rounds, you know, square faces, maybe don't have to worry about it so much. But yeah, so this being the 3X or the GX 390, there's no, it's a carbureted model, so there's no fuel pump on it, and you just turn the key. So on, off, start, throttle, and then high low. So basically a 2-speed. The VSC with the 700 IGX EFI, I think that's got about 3 button presses or something like that, so kind of a low, medium, high on the throttle. Also just an electronic throttle. So yeah, this is remote start with remote throttle, so that's kind of cool. You don't have to weasel your hand back there. They do have a fuel shutoff, and it's just like any other small Honda engine. In this configuration, it's a little bit harder to get to, but basically weasel your hand down here, and underneath the air box on the carb, there's that little black shutoff valve for the gas. So Wolfe Ridge recommends shutting that valve off, letting it run until it just about dies out of fuel, and then that way you're pretty good to trailer it. Hours, got 0.2 hours, so yeah, looking forward to putting maybe 20 or 30 on this thing probably this year if we're lucky. Same black fenders as the old VS. There again, if you guys need warranty information, maintenance how-to videos, parts and accessories, or the registration, you can use these little QR codes now. Take you right to it on the Wolfe Ridge website. So I think that's a pretty cool deal. They also got this little trough here to keep stuff coming in to the airbox a little bit better. Yeah, always innovating. I got a nice little tour of the shop yesterday. Like, it is, it's something else. If you guys get the opportunity, Wolfe Ridge Firewood Frenzy is next month. So it's in June. I believe it's the 21st. Don't quote me on that, but it's kind of a middle late month Saturday. So yeah, you guys should check that out if you're in town or can make it. It'll probably rain, but it's still a lot of fun. We're gonna bring this one back to them, and they can you guys can maybe demo my machine. So, oh, the other thing that I really like about this VS, and it's not available yet on the 35 shows or the HOs or the SHOs and HOs, is this has the fork pockets, left or right of those tail lights. Fork pockets, so you can slide in with the skid loader, pick this thing up, and go move it around. I think that's probably the best part about this whole thing. Other than it's vertical, and it's got a much smaller footprint than the SHO. It's the same trailer size, you just don't have the, you don't have all the business back here, back of the axle. So it's much more compact, should fit in the shed nice. I didn't grab a tape measure, but this thing is, I don't know, a hair over 8 feet, so 9 maybe. So I should be able to get it in the shed. Yeah, that's the new piece of equipment in the yard. So hopefully we'll get some time for it today, but if not, we're heading to the lake, cabin country for the weekend, and we'll get back to this thing next week. So you guys take care and have a great day around the yard. We'll catch you on the next one.